Okay, this is All Nightmare Long Part 2. We're coming out of the second chorus. So that's where he says your luck runs out, and then it's going to transition into the middle of the song, which is with solos and all that other stuff. But this is where it gets really fun, especially for Hetfield's parts. So right after he says luck runs out, you're hitting that first fret power chord barring the 5th and 6th strings 3 times, and then he's going to do a, and it's really tough to hear because of the way this album was mixed, which I thought was actually mixed quite poorly because it's so loud. But anyway, this is what Hetfield's doing, and what that is, you're going to put your ring finger on the 7th fret of the 6th string down to the 3rd fret, to the 5th fret, to the 1st fret. Okay, and you're speed picking, but in reality you're hitting each note 4 times, and then you're hitting that open 5th and 6th string chord, just that D. So that's how that transitions into the next kind of parts of the song, which is really where the solos start and stuff. Okay, after you hit that open chord, you're gonna hit the you're gonna speed pick the open 6th string again, and you're gonna do it 5 times, and then he lands on the 7th fret bar chord, which is 7th fret and the 5th and 6th strings. You're gonna bar, and then just kind of slide them off. And trust me when I say use your ring finger to do this, you'll see why. Okay, so it's. I think he does it like 3 times, and then to start, I guess the 4th time, or I don't know, maybe the 5th time, I can't figure it out, but he does that, and when what he's doing there is he's doing 3, 2, 1 on the, barring those power chords, palm muted. Okay, and that's what kicks off that riff, and that's what's going on while Kirk's doing a solo. So coming out of it, okay, so what he's doing there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the speed pick, and then he's hitting that 7th fret power chord 3 times, and then open 6th string palm mute, and then again on the 3rd fret use your ring finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hit the chord, and then palm mute 3, 2, 1. So it's going to go. And that's why I told you to use your ring finger, because you're going to use your ring finger here and then use it there, and then when you transition out of those chords, it's just 3, 2, 1, your middle finger and pointer fingers there. So from there he's going to play that for a little while, maybe like 4 or 8 measures, I guess. And then it goes into that part, which is fairly simple. You're going to bar the 2nd fret, 5th and 6th string. And then in between each chord, you're going to hear me kind of just palm muting the open 6th string. And maybe it's not the open 6th string. I think I'm just picking nothing. No, you could do the open 6th string. That's what it is. So anyway, you're gonna bar chord the 2nd fret, Then you're going to do the 2nd fret power chord on the 5th string. And then down to the 1st fret power chord. Then bar to the 3rd fret, 5th and 6th string. And then hit that twice. And then on the 2nd time around, you're going to do that little transition riff where you're palm muting 3rd fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret bar chords there on the 5th and 6th strings. So it's and then from there, he's going to go into that riff that kind of kicked off this section of the song. Okay, and then what that is the 7th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 1st fret part again. So it's going to go like this. Okay, except it doesn't stop there, so I kind of messed that up for you. But so what he does when he comes out of this, he's going to go. Okay, he's going to go right into that riff again. So it's going to. That's how it transitions, and then you're going to hear Kirk just wailing on the solo there. So. Okay, and then back to this riff. Okay, and then what he does here is he's just going to hit it a couple extra times to transition into one of the best riffs in the song, actually. So he's just going to do. Oh, sorry. So he's just hitting it twice there on that 2nd time. And then from there, he's going to break into the. Oops, sorry. Anyway, that's the riff. So here's how you play it. Again, just like you did with the chorus, where you just kind of hit that open 6th string and then play the chords. You're going to do the same thing with this riff, where you're going to start the power chord on the 5th fret, 5th string, just like that, and you're going to hit the open 6th string, and then as you hit it, let the open 6th string ring, and then you're going to pick on the 4th string, you're going to pick the 8th fret to the 7th fret. So first hit the full chord, those 3 strings. Just like. Then you're going to go the 8th fret to the 7th fret on the 4th string, to the 8th fret on the 5th string, then to just the open chord again. Okay? So it's going to have that kind of, hollow sound to it while you're playing that riff. So as that open 6th string's ringing, just play those notes. Actually, that whole chord is kind of sustained throughout this riff. So 8, 7, 8. So chord, 8, 7, 8, chord. Okay? And then obviously palm mute the open 6th string there. And then, all down pick. This is all down pick. Now this part, it's a mushy, ugly chord, kind of. he's going to hop over to the 7th fret, 6th string, 8th fret, 5th string, 7th fret, 4th string. And you're going to hit that chord just like this with your pinky going to the 8th fret on the 4th string to get that feel there. Okay? And then in between, you're gonna, palm mute that 7th fret, 6th string. Okay, down to the 6th fret, 6th string, 7th fret, 5th string, 6th fret, 4th string. Again, same chord. You're just holding it down a fret. And then the same exact pattern, the same, pinky to the 7th fret, off to the 6th fret on the 4th string. So. Then from there, so you're gonna go to the 2nd fret, 6th string, 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, 4th string, and then use that pinky there to go from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret. Okay, so it's then repeat. It repeats. And you got to transition out of this rather quickly to get back up here to. So here's that whole thing real slowly. Okay, so from there, it's gonna just end on that. Then it's gonna speed pick the open 6th string to the 2nd fret. Okay, and then he's gonna do that riff where he's gonna go, except he's going 9, 5, 7, 3. Same as the 7-3-5-1 before, but he's just going up because he's, speed picking on the 2nd fret. Okay, and then now the solo starts going berserk again. The riff that he starts playing under this part of the song, he's just doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so the first time around he just does it just like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he holds the chord, and that starts on the 2nd fret, and you're going to bar the 5th and 6th strings. 3rd fret, 3rd fret power chord on the 5th string, 5th fret on the 6th string. Okay, after you hit that chord for the 2nd time, you're barring the 5th and 6th strings on the 5th fret. You're gonna palm mute 5, 4, 3. That's why I'm holding that 5th fret chord with my ring finger. And you're just going 5, 4, 3, and then he's gonna start doing the same chords again, but just picking it more. Okay, and he's going to transition out. And then he starts speed pick with the open string. So what happens there is when there's one tricky part in here when he's doing this. You got to time that right with the speed picking, because that was a little tricky for me. But here it is real slowly so that you can get a feel for it. He's going to come off of the 3rd fret, 5th string. So it's just speed pick twice, and then down pick and palm mute the 5-4-3 right there. So just try that real slowly. Just like that. And then he's going to go down to the 2nd fret and almost start the riff over again, but the song transitions to a different part. And here's how that goes. Oh, sorry. Hold on. And that's all he does. So he just does it 3 times. Okay, and then he's holding it open for quite some time. I mean, at this point, you got to say, man, this song is awesome because it's got everything. So, anyway, so this riff here, after he's just, you know, steadily speed picking that open 6th string, this chord here is just bar, go on the 8th fret, bar 5th and 6th strings, go to the 10th fret, bar the 3rd and 4th strings with your pinky and your ring finger, so you get that full, you know, bright sound. Then go from the 8th fret, hold the same chord, go from the 8th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, down to the 5th fret, down, and then back up to the 6th to the 7th fret. So back to the speed picking. Stop, go to the 5th fret. So he goes to the 5th fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, 2nd, to the 3rd fret, and then he stops there and goes back to the speed picking on the open 6th string. So it's and then that speed picking, and then in between he's just going 3, 2, 1 on the bar chords on the 5th and 6th string. Finally starts singing again. And as that riff ends, as I just ended it, it ends on 3-2, just 3rd fret to 2nd fret. But right as he goes to do those 3-2, you hear him just do this a little bit. Okay, so it's just a little trick I picked up because it's tough to really pick out some of the riffs on this album because of how poorly it's mixed, but that I did pick up. So from there, he goes back into the chorus, which takes us toward the end of the song. And I showed you all this stuff in part 1. The way it ends, the chorus goes right out, just like any of the other choruses do. And then he'll say your luck runs out, and then you're going to start that riff again. Okay, and then from there, you're going to go right into the intro riff, which was played clean first time you heard it, but you're going to play it with your distortion on and a hell of a lot faster. So, so he's going to do this riff. Hold on. So as you're ending that riff, you're just kind of ending on that 3rd fret. And then you're going to play that intro riff, like I said, with your distortion on. I've already taught you how to play it in the first lesson, but you're gonna play it a hell of a lot faster. So that's why you wanted to always play this riff with your alternate picking. Alright, so as you come out of that riff, this is where the new part comes in. He's going to play that part. And right after he does the last fifth fret to sixth fret, those last two notes of that opening riff, he's going to go right into okay, and all he's doing there, right when you transition to that third fret, you're just going to third fret, open fifth and sixth strings, fifth fret, power chord, you know, barring it, fifth and sixth strings, and then just hop back and forth. You're going to do that twice. And then when you play the open, you're going to use the octave there on the fifth fret just to... just like that, okay? And then from there, he's going to just basically play a new variation of the riff, which kind of mixes the intro riff with one of the main riffs. So he's just going to do this. Again, use that octave when you use the open string. And then, you know, you're going to palm mute the open sixth string chord to the third fret. Open sixth string palm mute. And then you're going to do fifth fret, fourth string, the sixth fret, fifth string. Okay, and that's how the song ends. So, and I'll show you that. So it's just going to be this. I'm going to play it for you real slowly. Oops. Again, you're using that octave note there. And notice how I switch. I'm only using my pointer finger. And then the final riff, you're just going to palm mute the open sixth string to the fifth fret, fifth string, fifth fret, fourth string. And you're going to kind of hold that, and then he's just going to go up to the sixth fret to the fifth fret on the fourth string. Then you're going to hear, and all that is palm mute, open sixth string, fifth fret to fifth fret on the fifth and fourth strings, and then the open fifth and sixth string chords. So here's that final outro to the song. I always screw that up. Sorry. I fucked it up. What do you want from me? Alright, so anyway, when he finishes playing that riff, that's it. So let me just show you that part. I'm this far in, I'm just gonna wing this up. Finally got through it. Anyway, it is a tough song to remember, as you can tell. I definitely have issues with it, remembering all of it. But once you nail it down, it does start to become more simple because it is quite enjoyable. Good luck.